1 week after people. Seagulls and Canada geese flock to airports, taking advantage of the peace and quiet.
Canada geese like to graze. They're basically flying cows. The thing that attracts gulls to airports is the big open space. They like to have what we call loafing areas, where they can sit and rest and see any danger approaching.
In the time of humans, the greatest danger was an airplane. In the United States, bird strikes happened an average of 20 times a day. Most famously, in 2009, when U.S. Airways Flight 1549 suffered complete engine failure when it ran into a flock of geese just after takeoff. Only the miraculous landing by pilot Chesley Sullenberger prevented a catastrophic crash. But collisions between birds and planes didn't just start in the jet age. The first recorded bird strike was in 1905. The pilot, Orville Wright. Of all the aircraft that forever revolutionized the world of man, possibly the most famous was the Spirit of St. Louis. Piloted by Charles Lindbergh, it was the first plane to ever be flown solo across the Atlantic. Many believe this daring achievement convinced the public that the skies did indeed belong to mankind. 1 week after people, that plane is still aloft because it hangs from the ceiling of the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. Suspended by 3 cables that loop through ordinary bolts. How long before the renowned aircraft makes its final flight? Across the country, the Spirit of St. Louis rocks in the wind that whistles through the National Air and Space Museum. In 1976, curators had the plane carefully inspected. Apart from minor rust and small tears in the cotton fabric of the fuselage, the aircraft was perfectly fit to fly. The weakness now is not with the plane, but the system that holds it aloft. The 3 cables and clamps that secure it to the ceiling are strong enough to hold 5 times the weight of the plane. But the cables loop through standard steel bolts never designed to withstand decades rocking in the wind. Exposure to the elements combines with the chafing of the cable to weaken the bolts until each fails. And the plane that so sensationally opened the doors to global air traffic makes one final flight.